The Lucena is a common endgame position where the stronger side has a rook and a pawn, where the pawn is on the 7th rank, and in this case it's white which is the stronger side, and white is trying to promote its pawn into a queen. And black, which is the weaker side in this position, will try to stop this pawn from promoting and make a draw. So the white king naturally wants to come onto either the f file or the h file so that it can make way for the pawn to promote. But here white's king cannot do that because it can't come to the h file because the rook is guarding the h file, and it can't come to the f file because the king is stopping it from coming onto f7 or f8. So in this position, we first start by playing the move rook to e1 check, deflecting the black king from the e file so that the white king can come onto the f file. So let's say black plays the move king f6. Now it's an easy win. We just go king f8. We're threatening to promote to a queen. And if black stops it, we promote to a queen and we win the game. So after check, black will either play king d6 or king d7. So let's say it doesn't make a difference really. So let's say they play king d7. Now if we go king f7, black will keep checking forever. So rook f6 check, king here, check, 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 and we make no progress. So after check and king d7, we actually don't bring our king to f7. We play a nice move, which is rook to e4. And the whole point is, if black just waits here on this h file, now we bring our king out. And the difference is that if check, we go here, check, we go here, check, we come here, check, and now we don't actually have to move our king. We can block with our rook. That was the whole point of playing rook to e4. And now if takes, we just take and we promote to a queen. If black just plays a random move with their king or just moves their rook away, we promote to a queen. So that's a win. So instead of going check, black actually has a nice trick here, which is king d6, with the hope of us playing the move rook e5. If we play rook e5 here, trying to go rook g5, building a bridge, black has a nice move, which is rook takes g7. Deflecting the white king from the protection of the rook, removing the defender of the rook, and if we take, black takes, and this is simply a draw. And if we don't take and we just play a random move, this position, rook and king versus rook and king, is a draw. So the easiest way to win here, instead of playing the move rook to e5, which will end up in a draw, the easiest way to win here is rook to d4. And whatever black does, let's say black goes here in order to stop us going here and promoting the pawn. Now we go rook d5 and we build the bridge again and we win. So let's say black goes here, we go rook d8 and we promote the pawn and we win the game.